Joe Biden has suffered a fracture in his foot playing with his dog, and he went to the hospital, and it is big news. I see some people saying that don't focus on the dog, focus on the fact that Joe Biden fell down and broke his ankle before he was even president. The man clearly doesn't have the strength to lead us. I'm not super concerned about all that either. I'm not concerned about Joe Biden suffering a fracture. I know the man is weak, and I know he's feckless and unable to lead a country. He's tried and lied and plagiarized. He's just not good enough to be the guy to lead this country. That's at least what I think. I don't think Trump's the greatest president we've ever had, though Trump supporters certainly do. But I certainly think Trump was way better than Joe Biden. And that was a huge reason why I was like, can't have Joe Biden, gotta vote for Trump. But today we're talking about the media. The media's desperate attempt to not do their job. You see, during Trump, they were screaming. It's like, imagine walking into a room with like 100 9-year-olds all just crying their eyes out, screaming at the top of their lungs. That was the Trump years. And they're doing this thing now where they're like, if the years of Trump was drowning in a vat of Tabasco sauce, then Joe Biden will be sipping unflavored almond milk. No, that's because you were whiny babies. We were annoyed by you. You were the one screaming. Trump could have done whatever he wanted. I don't care. It's you. You're the one with the media going, blah. What do you think the journalists are saying now? Well, let me show you some stuff. Biden announces all female senior White House communications team. Truly shattering the glass ceiling. Oh, wait. Kayleigh McEnany tweeted that Trump currently has an all-female communications team. Why aren't they writing about that? Because these people, they're not journalists. They're just the PR arm for the Democratic Party. I mean, look, you got to hand it to the Democrats. They were really smart about this. They realized, why bother trying to actually convince people and do battle every day with conservatives when you can just slowly get more and more loyalists at mainstream news outlets to claim they're good, honest journalists who just want to bring you the truth. When in fact, they're propagandists who are now going, what are we going to write about? Let me show you. Now, Derek Thompson isn't the worst. I've used his articles before. I think he's okay. But look what he says. Here's a story. They say, why Biden's broken foot reveals how different his White House will be. And Derek says, I'm not sure we are prepared for just how boring the day-to-day of American politics is about to become. Here's another tweet. 2019. The president has extra legally ordered a government investigation of SNL for a bad skit, attacked General Motors, and called for jailing of several political opponents in the last 90 minutes on Twitter. 2021. What this photo of Biden's dog tells us about his managing style. You see, what Derek is really telling us is that mainstream and large news outlets don't do their jobs when Democrats are in office. My friends, I would like to show you some news. Why would they pretend that Joe Biden's presidency would be boring? We've got top cop Kamala Harris, who locked up people threatened to lock up people because their kids were truant, homeless moms. She kept people in jail longer than they should have been to use them as cheap labor to fight fires on behalf of the state. And you got Joe Biden, who was VP during the Obama administration. If anything, it is going to be the most authoritarian, despotic, nightmarish, and failure of a presidential administration we will have ever seen. Because I can give it to Barack Obama, and I've given him credit for this before. The man's charismatic. He knows how to talk. He knows how to take charge. He knows how to deflect. He did a good job of it, even though the man was a despot. And what do you think we're going to get with Joe Biden? Probably the same thing, because he's stacking up his transition team and cabinet picks with all of these people. They announced Neera Tanden, or whatever her name is going to be the potentially the Office of Management and Budget Director or something. And it's just like, this lady's nuts. She's a Russiagate conspiracy loon. But listen, Joe Biden is bringing back Obama 2.0, and we all know it. So why is the media acting like it's going to be like sipping unflavored almond milk? No. If Donald Trump's presidency is like drowning in a vat of Tabasco sauce, then the Barack Obama presidency would be like walking around when all of a sudden you heard a buzzing and then a ghost pepper fired from the air and smacked you right in the mouth, went down your throat, and you started gagging and choking on it. That was the Obama presidency. Journalists. The first thing I want to show you is a scandal. You want to talk about scandal? Donald, the president, extra legally ordered a government investigation. Oh, Trump's tweeting like an idiot. He didn't order anything. He tweeted something dumb. Talk about scandals. Welcome to the Abdulrahman AlAwlaki Scandal. Check this out. Abdulrahman AlAwlaki was a 16-year-old American of Yemeni descent who was killed while eating dinner at an outdoor restaurant in Yemen by a drone strike ordered by Barack Obama on October 14th, 2011. Abdulrahman AlAwlaki's father, Anwar AlAwlaki, was alleged to be an operational leader of al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula. Anwar was killed by a CIA drone strike, also ordered by Obama 2 weeks prior to the killing of his son. We weren't at war with Yemen. Why did Obama do this? Why did he blow up a civilian restaurant, killing a 16-year-old American citizen from Denver, Colorado? Oh, because his dad was accused of being a part of al-Qaeda. You know, a lot of people thought about this when this happened. They said it sounds like Obama was sending a message that if you are a terrorist and you oppose the American empire, we will kill your kids. That was the message sent loud and clear. Obama said, it was an accident. We were targeting somebody else in a country we weren't at war with. We were targeting someone else, apparently, in a country we weren't at war with and who would have been eating at a civilian restaurant. Obama is a lunatic. This is psychotic. It is despotic. It is fascistic. Tell me why you think the Joe Biden presidency is going to be, Joe Biden fumbled with his dog. Because you don't do your jobs. That's why. See, back in the day, we had a left. We had like Matt Taibbi and Glenn Greenwald, who have now basically jumped off of these mainstream platforms dominated by the establishment and now functioning on their own. But they were the targets of the state, and they're not conservatives. Well, Matt Taibbi, less much. Glenn Greenwald literally had it was his boyfriend at the time, now his husband, was detained in the UK. He's the guy who published the NSA leaks. And I've got criticisms of Glenn Greenwald. I've criticized him in the past, but he's certainly better than whatever it is these people are doing. Welcome to James Risen. The Obama administration is the greatest enemy of press freedoms. These people in the news industry, you know what they realized? Because Barack Obama prosecuted more whistleblowers and leakers under the Espionage Act than all other presidents combined. And he even went after journalists. And so these pathetic losers were like, I better kiss the dirty feet of these people lest they come after me. Hey, the good news is Donald Trump will call us the enemy of the people, and that's about it. He might ban your press credentials, but he's not going to lock you up. You know who will? Joe Biden. So these people are quickly falling in line, dropping to their knees and saying, please tell me what to do because I have no spine. I remember there was one tweet. It went viral. They were like, remember when the only scandal during the Obama administration was that he wore a tan suit? A tan suit. And, you know, NSA surveillance, the whole Edward Snowden thing, the emergence of Black Lives Matter. Oh, yeah, all that stuff. Getting us entangled in new wars, getting U.S. troops involved in Syria, no-fly zones over Libya, the reemergence of the North African slave trade. Can I go on, please? Barack Obama was awful. And I've always been a center-left individual, and I voted for the man. And I'll tell you why it makes me so angry is because I was tricked into voting for the man. I didn't vote for him a second time. Not in 2012. And now these journalists are seemingly derelict of duty the moment Joe Biden gets elected. Now they're saying, it's going to be nothing. It's going to be candy cane, Skittles, and rainbows. It'll be like sipping unflavored almond milk. Yeah, I'll tell you. Sipping unflavored almond milk. That's what they're going to be saying to you as the Ghost Peppers or the Carolina Reapers fly into your eye sockets and you scream in agony. That's what it's like. I remember reading an article about what it was like under Obama when you were in the Middle East. And yes, truth be told, under Trump as well. I'm not a fan of anybody pulling off this stuff. That you'd be a civilian carrying buckets of water to feed your goats or whatever. And I'm not saying that to be disrespectful. I'm saying many of these people are just civilian farmers of limited means. And then you hear the buzzing. And then you don't know when the hellfire is going to rain down on you. That was the Obama administration. And I was critical of Trump when he fired missiles into Syria and when he upped drone strikes. But he's done better over the past few years. I can criticize Trump whenever I want when I talk about this stuff. But I'll point out that the media, they love it when Trump does this stuff. Is this Trump truly being presidential when he fired 59 Tomahawk missiles into Syria? That's what they want. They want it to rain blood. These people are sick, and the journalists are the ones that help them. The journalists are the ones that allow them to keep doing what they do. Because when Donald Trump so much as farts, they'll scream in his face at the top of their lungs. But when Joe Biden starts rebuilding the Obama administration's team bringing these individuals back on, they say, it's just going to be old boring Obama again. They're going to talk about his dog. That's what they're doing. I think he's getting a cat too, or something like that. Yeah, there's one thing that Joe Biden might be good at. It's, holding the hand of timid and terrified babies who cry and need someone to just tell them it'll be all right. Because that's what Joe Biden is. It's time to come together and come on, man. And they're like, oh, Joe Biden. But Donald Trump is like, the radical left in this country will burn down your house. And he's abrasive. And so these people are crying and they're begging Joe Biden to come and hold their hand. Well, now they're going to get it. And he's going to be holding their hand and smiling at him and winking. And then he's going to be signing off on what's called the disposition matrix with his left hand. I don't know if he's left-handed or whatever. But that was colloquially known as the kill list. Obama would be given a list of cards, apparently like baseball cards with stats. And he'd say, blow that guy up and blow that guy up. And you know what? Blow them all up. America. We got to blow up all these people. And this one is an American citizen. Got to blow him up too. He's a kid, but we'll keep blowing up kids. That was the America under Obama. Trump maybe could have turned things around. He hired a bunch of dumb people, and that's on him. Absolutely. Hiring Bolton was one of the stupidest things anybody could ever have done, but he did. And he did better in the past few years. I think the media is trash in this country, and it's no secret. Whatever, you get the point. They're now basically telling us they plan on doing nothing to cover what Joe Biden is. I'm not giving them the benefit of the doubt. I've been ragging on the media nonstop. I'll leave it there. Next segment's coming up tomorrow at 10 a.m. Thanks for hanging out, and I will see you all then.